Throwing now, Wilson on first down. That throw finds Pickens in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A 22-yard touchdown, Brown. And the Steelers put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the...
And they fake it. They pitch to the tight end. And that one goes virtually nowhere. Tried to fake extra point, but nothing comes of it. I thought the days of the fake extra point were numbered once they moved these kicks back to the 15. Apparently, I was mistaken.
Yeah, I was wondering who was ever going to try to do this. In fact, I quit wondering. I didn't think it would ever happen. Taking a fake from the 15-yard line to try and pick up an extra point, I didn't think anyone would ever call this.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd and 8. Now Daniels. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First catch here by McLaurin, and he's got himself a first down. To the air goes Daniels. There's a short one pulled in by Simmett. Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. This is 2nd and 8. To throw is Daniels. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Throwing now is Daniels. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. 2nd and 10. Here's Daniels. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. Trying for the tight end, Ertz, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
14 yards that time for number 14.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now Wilson. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Wilson's throw into the hands of Pickens. And they'll get this down to the 10. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage 1 play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are able to stretch out their lead.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2. Wilson going to throw for it. Staying on his feet. Eluding the pressure right. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So their 2nd touchdown of this 1st half. They went for 2 after score number 1. Didn't get it. Now they get the equalizer, so to speak.
So to speak, and you can understand the thinking. Because they didn't get it after the 1st score, they wanted to get back to a normal points pattern, get up to 14. But just think, if they missed it here, score twice.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Commanders' offense returning to the field. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. They begin the drive with Robinson. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. Yeah, he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Daniels looking to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr.
And Brandon, how many times have we talked with these rookies out there, and then we finally hear from them that the game slowed down and they're able to handle things? Not so far for this rookie, because right now, back-to-back drives, they picked him off. Not college football anymore. He's got to find a way to handle what these defenses throw at him.
Harris running straight ahead. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. They go play action now. Wilson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 23 yards, the final tally.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Harris is into the end zone for a Steeler touchdown.
And how nice is it to have a guy like Najee Harris in the backfield when you get down near the goal line? He can use his 230-plus pound frame to just get you those tough yards, and he finishes things off here with a touchdown run.
And now once again, they'll line up to go for two. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for two successful. And that bumps their lead up even further.
So the two-point conversion trend continues, at least as far as trying those goes. They've attempted them after all three touchdowns, CD, and converted now two of them.
They're not just dipping their toe in the water, are they? I mean, they're committed to going for 2 points, and 2 out of 3, now with a 22-0 lead. In a sense, they're a little bit ahead of the curve, because normally it would be 21, wouldn't it?
And with the way their defense is playing, I don't know if it matters if they do convert any of these.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
And the Washington offense heading out. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it 2nd and 7. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
From the gun on 3rd down, Daniels. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Tressway on 4th down is sent out to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Now Austin. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's Warren. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 52 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they him down. It's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Maybe the threat of Russell Wilson running the football there and him handing it off opened a little bit of a lane.
It does, and what also helps, his unselfishness. Because he's not a quarterback who's going to take it every time and pull it from the running back and keep it. He will hand it inside when the reads are correct.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That's good for 28 yards.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now run straight ahead with Warren.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Jalen Warren, a 13-yard touchdown run.
And the Steelers continue to pull away here in this first half.
When you talk about a battle being won in the trenches, that touchdown right there, a lot of credit to the offensive lineman.
Yeah, when you watch them surge across the front, they really created great space for the runner to get in.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number two, if you are going to go for two, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
Washington ready to try again on offense. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
They start on the ground with Robinson here. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Again, it's Robinson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The offense on 3rd down tonight, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun. Daniels. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. One, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But two, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
2nd and 7.
Now it's Wilson. Now a leaping catch. He's got it.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down.
Here's Wilson.
A short one there to Freiermuth.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Wilson. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. Play action. Now Wilson. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
Bobby Wagner, multiple times an All-Pro, in there to drop him for a loss.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. They go play action with Wilson. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Well, I could spin this negatively as he just got back to the line of scrimmage, but when you really analyze it, he took away a big play for the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. They run for it with Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Najee Harris
on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Steelers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So that, Charles, a big decision there on 4th and goal, and it works out.
And that is an example of a coach who's confident in his team. He didn't look at it as a gamble at all. He looked at it as belief. Great starting field position. Let's go ahead and deliver. And they do.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And this is caught out in the left flat. And he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead.
All right, partner, one more time. Our whole lives, you put the ball on the 3-yard line, kick the extra point. 2015, they put it on the 15 to kick the extra point. 2016, they said, we're leaving it there. So if you want to fake it, that's a long way to go. And they got it done.
I was going to say they had a 15-yard play in their back pocket.
You don't see that on too many play sheets, do you?
No.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Hence the decline.
Daniels now to throw on 1st down.
This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that will bring up 2nd down. Looking to throw. Daniels. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down.
We got in there to take him down. To be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. Here's Austin. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Here comes the Pittsburgh Steelers and running back Najee Harris.
And it may just be the 2nd quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books. But it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. And this one is incomplete. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, and they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
And that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
Now this throw caught left side. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Second down and a yard. Wilson now off the bootleg. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. Play action. It's Wilson. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Russell Wilson scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out. And the Steelers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
If you're going to play quarterback in the NFL, you've got to have great vision, and you've got to remain calm when things break down in the pocket. Both of those traits were on display there. He surveys the situation, sees the middle of the field open, so he's just going to step up and take it himself. Very well done there.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts, not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2. But I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't they?
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A first down throw for Daniels. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This will be from 56 yards out. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And they will remain well behind. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Steeler offense ready to get going to begin this third quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Wilson. And this is caught by Williams. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 44 yards.
Everything's been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. On the give, it's Warren. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Well, they found him 8 times in that first half, and this is his first catch of quarter number 3. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Wilson. And in for the Steelers, touchdown. George Pickens, his second touchdown of the night. And the Steelers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And that one goes virtually nowhere. Tried to fake extra point, but nothing comes of it.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
And a mistake, a surprising mistake there in the kicking game as he sends that one out of bounds.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Daniels looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And McLaurin going to pick up a Commander's first down as he's across midfield to the 48. Looking to throw. Daniels. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw. Daniels. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. His dad certainly had a few of these. Joey Porter Jr. there for the sack.
He already did his primary job with an interception earlier, but here he gets a chance to be a pass rusher and takes on the challenge of blitzing and makes another big play. That's something to file away and maybe break out later in this one or in a future game.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. Here's Tressway now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. This is taken at the 15. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. George Pickens back out now with the rest of the offense. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Here's Wilson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Noah Igbenogany.
And they're going to be set up. In the red zone at the 15.
Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
Daniels now on 1st and 10.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Looking to throw. Daniels. On the catch, it's Crowder. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now a 2nd down throw for Daniels.
That's complete as he goes right back to Crowder.
And he'll get positive yardage there as he'll be touched down.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw. Daniels. And that is incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Now Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. Gonzalez's kick is good, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
After the field goal, here's Gonzalez to kick it off. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
George Pickens and the Steelers headed back out for another series.
He's been almost impossible to bottle up. You see that number 10 on your screen, a big reason why they have the lead.
One of the guys that's being featured in this game and making sure that he's targeted because they do trust him with the ball. That's why they go back to him time and time again.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
They'll start on the ground with Harris.
Michael Walker there to bring him down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 5.
Throwing is Wilson.
That's going to be caught by Pickens.
He's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. It's Williams on the catch. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10
at the 38.
Let him know, let him know.
Here's Wilson to throw.
Here's one deep for Pickens. Touchdown!
Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now.
And the Steelers are pouring it on. Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent. And they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Just a 4-play drive that time.
And it was finished off by a George Pickens touchdown grab.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. And the Washington offense going back to work.
And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Back for the offense. Let's go. Mike 6.
On first down, here's Daniels to throw. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Well, still in the 3rd quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
From the 43, here's 2nd and a couple.
They'll run again here with Robinson.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. They get 17 there. Good for a Commander's first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Hey, 4-1's Mike. 4-1's Mike.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
50 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Looking to throw. Daniels. Being chased out left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Four yards remain on 2nd down. Ball on the 10. Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down.
But with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on 3rd down.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends.
Robinson is in. Touchdown, Commanders. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told.
And it was capped off by the touchdown run for Brian Robinson.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
George Pickens back out now with the rest of the offense.
This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
Right over there, right over there. Yeah.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
90 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Do
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Come on, D. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54.
A handoff for Warren.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they've practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line.
They hand this off to Harris. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Brandon, unfortunately, I've been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to take chances now.
Well, you said it. 2 3rd down opportunities to get off the field. Couldn't do it, and the clock continues to roll. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll run again with Harris. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And Freiermuth going to have a Steelers first down as he'll get this down to the 36.
Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. First down, fourth quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
Second and a couple. On the run, it's Warren.
Runs through the contact. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show off their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. Here's Warren.
Shifts, and he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Jalen Warren with his second touchdown of the night. And the Steelers add 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the fourth. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Boswell good with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Throwing to start the drive. Daniels.
He's got his man. That's Ertz downfield.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 41.
Working out of the gun, Daniels.
Over the middle here to Brown. And he's taken down inside the 30. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the fourth quarter with how wide this advantage is, For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down.
Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you've mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
They come out with one back and three tight ends. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left.
McNichols is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3.
Only a yard that time, second and goal.
Do you think after that last run they're thinking to themselves, we had to wait all day to play this night game, and we're still not able to run the ball the way we want to?
Yeah, this defense, they've risen to the challenge all evening long. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
So it's Commanders football as we get back to it.
They've got it second and goal as they look for a late touchdown. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal.
Now Daniels.
Hit as he throws, and the ball is out. It's a live football. And he's into the clear. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team, because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers them on the scoreboard.
Extra point now by Boswell. Oh, and now they're going to fake it.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead, and oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15... the risk reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. To the air goes Daniels. There's a short one pulled in by Simmett.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
To throw is Daniels. Throw caught there by Osborne.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Panther 60. Panther 60.
Here's McNichols. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. T.J. Watt able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense?
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah. He needs better protection, that's for sure.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.